Stop what you're doing right now, because if you receive CPP, OAS, or GIS, what I'm about to share directly affects your bank account. On April 28, 2026, millions of Canadian seniors will see a new payment hit their accounts. And the amount has changed. Some of you will be getting more. Some of you may be getting less than you expected. And a few of you might not get anything at all. If you've made a common mistake, I'm going to warn you about today. So stay with me. This video covers everything you need to know about your April 28th payment, your new 2026 amounts, who qualifies, and what you need to do right now. Let's get into it. What are these benefits? A quick refresher. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know we cover these benefits every single month. But today is a little different, because we're not just talking about April's payment date, we're talking about your new 2026 amounts. And there are some important changes you need to know. So let me quickly walk you through what each of these programs actually is, because sometimes the names get mixed up. CPP, Canada Pension Plan. This is the pension you earned. If you worked in Canada and paid into CPP during your career, you get this. The amount depends on how much you contributed and when you started collecting. You can start as early as age 60 or delay it up to age 70 for a bigger payment. OAS, Old Age Security. This one is different. You don't need to have worked to get OAS. You just need to be 65 or older and have lived in Canada for at least 10 years after turning 18. It's a flat benefit, and it goes up every 3 months based on the cost of living. GIS, Guaranteed Income Supplement. This one is for lower-income seniors. If your income is below a certain threshold, the government tops up your OAS with GIS. It's tax-free, and it's one of the most underused benefits in Canada. Thousands of eligible seniors are not getting it simply because they haven't applied or haven't filed their taxes. Okay? So now let's talk about what's actually happening with these 3 programs right now. Your new 2026 CPP, OAS, and GIS amounts. All right, let's get to the numbers. This is the part most of you came for. Every year, both CPP and OAS are adjusted, and 2026 is no different. Let me break it down program by program. CPP, Canada Pension Plan first. Let's talk about CPP. The maximum CPP payment at age 65 in 2026 is $1,133 per month. Now, let me say that again, because I want to be very clear. That is the maximum. Most Canadians do not receive that amount. The average CPP payment is actually closer to $830 per month. Why the difference? Because your CPP is based on your contribution history. How many years you worked, how much you earned, and when you started collecting. Key fact: if you delayed your CPP past 65, your payments are higher. For every month past 65 you wait, up to age 70, your CPP increases by 0.7%. That adds up to 42% more if you wait until 70. And for those of you who took CPP early, between age 60 and 64, your payment is reduced by 0.6% per month before 65. That's a reduction of up to 36% if you took it at 60. No shame in that. Sometimes you need the money early, but it's important to understand why your CPP amount is what it is. CPP Payment Snapshot, 2026. Category Monthly Amount, 2026. Maximum CPP at age 65, $133 average CPP payment. $830 took CPP early at 60, up to 36% less delayed CPP to age 70, up to 42% more. OAS, Old Age Security. Now let's talk OAS. OAS is adjusted every quarter, January, April, July, and October, based on the Consumer Price Index. That's a fancy way of saying it goes up when prices go up. For the April to June 2026 quarter, here are the OAS amounts. Age Group Monthly OAS, April-June 2026. Ages 65 to 74, $727.67. Ages 75 and over, $800, $44. That's right. If you are 75 or older, you automatically receive a higher OAS payment. The government permanently increased OAS for this age group back in 2022, and it has continued to rise since then. So if you just turned 75, check your upcoming April 28th payment. You may see a jump. Key fact: you can also defer your OAS up to age 70. For every month past 65 you wait, it increases by 0.6%, up to 36% more. If you're still working at 65 and don't need it yet, deferring can make a big difference. GIS, Guaranteed Income Supplement, and now GIS. This is the one that I feel most passionate about on this channel, because this benefit is leaving money on the table for thousands of seniors who don't even know they qualify. GIS is for lower-income seniors who already receive OAS. It's tax-free, and it can add up to $1,086.88 per month on top of your OAS payment. Let me say that again. Up to $1,086 per month, tax-free. GIS category: Maximum monthly, 2026, single seniors, up to $1,086.88, married, common law, both on OAS, up to $654.23, each married, spouse under 65 on allowance, up to $1,086.88. Now GIS is income tested. That means the more income you have, the less GIS you receive. But even if you have some income, you may still qualify for a partial GIS amount. The income thresholds for 2026 are approximately single, widowed, or divorced, annual income under $22,056, married or common law, spouse also on OAS, combined income under $29,136, married, spouse on allowance benefit, combined income under $40,800. If your income is anywhere near these ranges, please apply for GIS, or check if you're already receiving it and getting the right amount. How this affects your monthly income. Okay, so now let's talk about what all this actually means for your monthly income. If you receive all three, CPP, OAS, and GIS, you could be looking at a combined monthly income of anywhere from about $2,500 to over $3,200, depending on your specific situation. And on April 28, 2026, your next payment drops. Payment date: Monday, April 28, 2026. This applies to CPP, OAS, and GIS. All three are paid on the same date. Now, what time does the money hit? That depends on your bank. Most major banks in Canada process the deposit overnight, so many of you will wake up on April 28th with the money already there. Some smaller credit unions may take until the end of the business day. If you don't see it by the end of April 28th, wait one more business day. If it's still not there by April 30th, call Service Canada at 1-800-277-9914. 2026 remaining CPP and OAS payment dates. And while we're at it, let me give you the rest of the 2026 payment dates so you can plan ahead. Month payment date: April 2026, April 28. Coming up, May 2026. May 28th, June 2026, June 26th, July 2026. July 29th, August 2026, August 27, September 2026, September 25, October 2026, October 29th, November 2026, November 26, December 2026, December 22. Screenshot that, write it down, put it on your fridge. Because knowing your payment dates helps you plan your bills, groceries, and expenses with confidence. Who benefits the most from 2026 changes? Now let me specifically call out who is likely to see the biggest positive change in their April 28th deposit. Seniors who just turned 75. Automatic OAS top-up kicks in. Those who deferred CPP or OAS, larger base payment from the start. GIS recipients. The quarterly indexing bump means your supplement goes up too. Seniors who filed their 2024 tax return on time. GIS renewal is smooth and automatic. Those who recently applied for GIS for the first time, first payments may include retroactive amounts. If you fit any of those categories, pay close attention to your April 28th deposit. You may see a higher number than last month. Warning: who could miss out and why? Important: these are the most common reasons Canadian seniors lose benefits or receive less than they should. Read carefully. Warning number 1. You didn't file your taxes. This is the #1 reason seniors lose their GIS. GIS is renewed every year based on your previous year's tax return. If you didn't file your 2024 taxes, or filed late, Service Canada may not be able to verify your income, and your GIS could be reduced or stopped entirely starting in July 2026. The deadline to file for most Canadians was April 30th. If you missed it, file as soon as possible. And if your only income is OAS and GIS, you still need to file, even if you owe nothing. Your income is $0 from employment? File anyway. That's how GIS knows you still qualify. Warning, #2, you're receiving OAS but not GIS. If your total annual income is below $22,056 and you're receiving OAS, why are you not getting GIS? I'm not judging. I'm genuinely asking, because thousands of seniors in Canada are in this exact situation. They qualify, they just never applied. GIS does not start automatically for everyone. In most cases, you need to apply. You can apply online at My Service Canada account, call 1-800-277-9914, or visit your local Service Canada Centre. And here's what's really important. GIS can be paid retroactively for up to 11 months. So even if you missed it for a year, you could still receive back payments. Don't leave that money on the table. Warning #3, your direct deposit information is wrong. If you recently changed banks, switched accounts, or closed an old account, and you forgot to update your direct deposit information with Service Canada, your payment could bounce back or be delayed. Log into your My Service Canada account at canada.ca to verify your banking information, or call Service Canada to confirm. Do this before April 28th. Warning, for living outside Canada. If you live outside Canada, your OAS and CPP are still paid, but the rules change. For OAS, you need to have lived in Canada for at least 20 years after age 18 to receive it outside Canada. If you've only lived here for 19 years, you may only receive it while inside Canada. Also, if you're living abroad, a non-resident withholding tax of 25% is applied to OAS. This can be reduced depending on whether Canada has a tax treaty with your country of residence. If you spend extended time outside Canada every year, talk to a tax professional about how this affects your benefits. Warning #5. You haven't applied for OAS. Yet some of you watching this are 65 or older and haven't applied for OAS yet. OAS does not always start automatically. Service Canada will sometimes enroll you if they have enough information on file, but not always. If you're 65 and haven't heard anything, do not assume you're enrolled. Check your My Service Canada account. If OAS isn't showing, apply. And remember, you can receive up to 11 months of retroactive OAS payments if you apply late, but you need to take action. Warning #6, OAS clawback, recovery tax. This one applies to higher income seniors. If your individual net income exceeds $90,997 in 2025, you will face an OAS recovery tax, also called the clawback. For every dollar above that threshold, 15 cents of OAS is clawed back. If your income exceeds $148,179, your entire OAS is clawed back. This affects higher earners, but it's worth knowing if you have investment income, a pension from work, or RRIF withdrawals pushing your income up. Talk to a financial advisor if you're in this range. Quick recap. Everything you need to know. April 28, 2026 is your next CPP, OAS, and GIS payment date. OAS for April-June 2026, 727.67, ages 65-74, or 844, age 75+. Maximum CPP in 2026, 1433 tonerous month. Average, 830 month. GIS can add up to 186.98 month tax-free for eligible seniors. File your taxes, even if you owe nothing, to keep your GIS. If you haven't applied for OAS or GIS, do it today at canada.ca. I want you to leave this video feeling informed and prepared, not stressed, not confused. The Canadian government has set up these programs to help you live comfortably in retirement. But the system only works for you if you use it correctly. Check your payment, verify your direct deposit, file your taxes, apply for GIS if you haven't. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you, and stay connected. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. That means a lot to me. And it tells me you're serious about protecting your benefits and your financial security. If this video helped you today, even just one thing, please give it a thumbs up. That little click helps more Canadian seniors find this channel and get the information they need. And if you have a question about your CPP, OAS, or GIS, or if you want to share something that helped you, leave a comment below. I personally go through every comment and try to respond as much as I can. There's a whole community of Canadians down in those comments sharing tips, asking questions, and helping each other out. Don't be shy. And if you're new here, welcome. This channel is dedicated to keeping Canadian seniors informed, empowered, and financially protected. We post new videos every week. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a payment update, a benefit change, or a new tip that could put more money in your pocket. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and remember, you've worked hard for these benefits. Make sure you're getting every single dollar you deserve.